James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Leonard down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet, Leonard, no luck.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Rondo kicks to Green. Back to Rondo. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good there.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding. Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Here's Rondo. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the basket is good.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Rondo. Back to LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here's Beverly. Up top, Leonard. Basket, good. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. Kicks it to Green. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. Fades back. And it's Davis missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Green against Williams. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, LA was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor. And that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Lou Williams.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Troy Daniels comes in for LeBron.
And last season for the Clippers, it was a collection of smaller guys who played big.
But very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing, coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the fourth quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
It's hauled in by Zubac, and it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Beverly finds Zubac. George against Caldwell Pope. Outside, George. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 10. Daniels passes to Cousins. Now the dish to Cook. There's the feed to McGee. And he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers. Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Now here's Beverly. That one misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead, up 8. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron.
And I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. JaMychal Green is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Here is Cook, defended by Beverly. Now Daniels. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. And Beverly kicks to Green. Here's Zubac. Outside, George. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
A different look for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Green. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. Bron, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
Williams finds George. Over LeBron. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Davis. That one doesn't go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Yeah, these two teams were so similar in so many ways last season, both in the standings and on the court. Very interested to find out who has the edge this time around.
Here's James, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We
I
know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously
so fun.
exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
The pass to Green. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And the Clippers call time here.
Think about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
The alley-oop, and Davis sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. 1:52 left in the second quarter. George against Rondo. Here's Davis. And again, no good by the Lakers. And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive. Oh! Yes, sir. What a throwdown by AD. He really rocks the rim with that one.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. The Lakers have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier. Clippers leading by 5. Pass to Leonard. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
And let's take a look now at Kawhi Leonard's numbers. Great showing for him last season. 6th in scoring, and of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Rondo against Williams. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kuzma.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Here's Shamet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Green, he's checked in for Paul George. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. LeBron outside. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Shamet. Harrell with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Leonard. The shot off that time. Good D by LeBron. Lakers trail by 5. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Outside Williams. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. And into the second quarter, momentum started to shift slightly as they gave up some of that lead, ending the... And now with the second half of...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Bounce pass from Williams. Fires from 14. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Leonard's got 10.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
James in the post, defended by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Count that one. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
Here's LeBron. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Williams. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
And the shot goes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
George trying to break free. Leonard with the bucket. He's got 12.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top 2A threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's had the choice to continue his career somewhere. He's going to do that back home in Los Angeles for the Clippers.
Fades and shoots. Here's Harrell. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And the Clippers making a switch here. Green's checked in. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. That's tipped. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Daniels with it. George picks him up. Outside Bradley. He kicks to Cook. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Cook's got his second bucket tonight. Clippers leading by 3. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Lets it go from 14. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now the pass to Daniels. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Cousins. Here's Beverly. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by George. And it's Cook missing. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Beverly feeling it out a bit. That's good for George on the assist by Beverly. 14 points for Paul George.
Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
And the Lakers call time here. Paul George really making a difference here.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Avery Bradley. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Leonard hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Lakers trail by 6. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Caldwell-Pope outside. Passes to James. Over Beverly. And he can't bank that one in.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the defender was slow reacting, didn't fully account for Kawhi's quickness, slow played him, and gets to the free throw line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
And here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Let's go. Good as the jump shot falls.
A smart choice by Rondo, knowing when to shoot there. It's kind of a last option for him, but it's awesome when he picks his spots right.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Shamet and Leonard are on the wing. Ivica Zubac is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Williams at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. Well, an aggressive move right there to the basket. That's where he does some of his best work and chops into the lead.
Free throw, no good for James.
We watch LeBron and we marvel at him, but how hard that LeBron James works at his craft and continues to push the bar for himself physically is one of the things that you have to appreciate the most.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Davis against Harrell. The Clippers grab the miss. Harrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
You know, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there, just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Over Leonard. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Davis throws it down.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Clippers leading by 8. Williams kicks to Harrell. Pass to Zubats. Outside Williams. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Leonard against LeBron. Outside Green. Back to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Leonard. And it's James missing. The Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Shamet finds Williams. Back to Shamet. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Harrell the pass to Williams. Shoots. And it's the Clippers scoring again. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And George gets the whistle that time.
Timeout.
That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Lakers call time here. And after just 1 season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a 1-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Intelligent play there by Davis. He knows he has the defense on their heels as soon as he gets the ball that close to the rim.
And both free throws good for Davis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Now, here's George. James with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Davis. And again, the Lakers no good.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Williams, that's good.
Well, during his career, Lou Williams has been a decent threat from the three-point line, around 35%. Good at stretching out the court.
It's LeBron with the drive. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Davis.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 9. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Beverly. Down low. Harrell kicks to Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a pretty impressive finish from Montrezl Harrell.
We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Beverly finds Leonard. Shoots over Kuzma, and it's Leonard missing. The Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Rondo dishes to Davis. Here's Kuzma, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And gotta feel helpless at times if you're the defense. Kuzma just fantastic at converting despite their best efforts.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Leonard, no luck.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Beverly, and now they decide to foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Yeah, I think Patrick Beverly, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .29 seconds left in the fourth. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And no problem having Green take big shots in big games. He's been tested.
And they go to the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Rondo. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
Here's Magruder. So the Clippers with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.